Brij Peeper. This is a noisy frog. Peep, peep. When lots of them are peeping nearby, it is hard to go to sleep. This is one of the most common frogs in the United States. Peep, peep, peep. Let's read about other amphibians that begin with the letter S. Peep, peep, croak, peep, ribbit. S is also for Yosemite Toad. This amphibian is really different. Maybe it should be called the pancake toad. It looks as though a truck ran over it and flattened it. S is also for slimy salamander. My girls catch salamanders, right, girls?
Yes.
A lot are over at the beach there. This salamander has no lungs. It breathes through its thin skin. When you pick it up, it leaves a sticky, slimy goo on your hand that is really hard to wash off. Slimy salamander is its real name. T is for tadpole frogs. When they hatch from their eggs, they become tadpoles. Tadpoles swim, and they breathe through their gills, much like fish. Tadpoles eventually grow legs, lose their tails, and become frogs. Frogs breathe air through their lungs, just like you do. Almost there. U is for undiscovered frog. U is also for unnamed frog. All over the world, there are dozens of frogs that have not yet been discovered. Maybe someday, someone will find a new frog and call it the unbelievable frog. V is for valley and ridge salamander. This salamander has a long tail and a long name. It sounds as though people could not decide whether to call it a valley salamander or a ridge salamander. W is for water dogs. Water dogs and mud puppies are big salamanders. Their gills are on the outside of their bodies. Water dogs do not bark, and mud puppies seldom live in the mud, so it is hard to figure out how they got their names. That's silly. X is for Exenopus laevis. It's a scientific name for clawed frogs. Clawed frogs are excellent swimmers. They have tiny claws on the ends of their fingers, right here, that help them dig in the mud for food. Yikes. Y is for Yosemite Toad. There is a national park called Yosemite, and there is a toad called the Yosemite Toad. This toad can be found in the park. Toads are frogs that have adapted to living on land. Z is for zigzag salamander. We looked in a zillion places for a frog, toad, salamander, or newt that began with the letter Z. The zigzag salamander has a zigzag design along its back. Now that we have finished the alphabet, maybe you would like to know that there are 3 living orders of amphibians: those without tails, those with tails, and those without feet. There are no ocean amphibians. The end. And I don't know how I just got through that book because I don't have my glasses on, so I apologize for any of the mispronunciations at the end there. But I appreciate you joining us for an afternoon read. Look forward to an adventure video that me and my girls will be sharing with you shortly. Bye-bye. Miss you all.